2015, Artist of the Year nominee. Listen, nominee. Stonebwoy was there. 2016, he was there. 2017, he was there. 2018, he was the Artist of the Year.
If you pick artists like Sarkodie, Stone, Shatter, these three have gotten to a level where, in terms of audience appeal, they will always have audience appeal.
Fact.
I would have rather picked again a Kweku Smoke ahead of Sack within the year.
Somebody can like Black Sherif so much, but the person will never vote because that man is using it to eat.
I'm seeing Medikal wanting this. I'm not seeing Blacko wanting that.
Right now, there are young people who are looking at the TGMA and are like, you know what? I don't need it. It's like they have a quota for gospel artists for certain categories, which I don't agree with.
Their reward is in heaven. Their reward is not.
And
Yemoley
then
Nana Kojo Mula gospel artists today and say you want to book them for a show and see if they will tell you their reward is in heaven.
There's a lot of heat surrounding the TGMA Artist of the Year 2026 conversation. Today we'll be going deep and diving deep into it. My name is Milly Mey. I'm your happy host of the Nameless pod. I'm not here alone. I'm joined by
Ricky Tennyson.
Okay.
Why are you smiling like that?
It's my first time seeing you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me more about yourself? Like, what do you do?
Oh, this one you're repeating me on the spot too.
Oh,
Sorry,
just
but
small.
anyway, I'm a media executive. I actually work in the media and entertainment space. I've been around for a minute. I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, I'm doing other things which is taking me away from media a little bit. But you know, all my life, this is where I've been. You know, with EIB, Empire FM, myself, Sadiq, 3 Music, and then we are now heading where we are heading now.
Okay.
So
And that's why you are here. You are the best person for this conversation.
How?
Oh, but you've been in the media.
But they're all in the media as well.
I mean, all of you. Okay. So,
Yemoley.
okay. Familiar face. And then,
Nana Kojo Mula.
okay, please, can you tell us more about yourself?
So I am a journalist, culture music journalist. I've written for the Recording Academy, Native Mag, Deeds, Ghana Music, Mula. I also do press and media engagement.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Happy to have you.
So you see the right guys here.
I mean, all of you.
He's the right guy by you.
Okay, so when we talk about Artist of the Year, what are we looking at in terms of the Ghana music industry?
I mean, Ricky.
Oh, you boss.
So in general, it's just artists. The more or less, it could be the best artist in terms of the year under review. Could be the biggest artist. It could be the most popular artist. But then with regards to the TGMA, they have their own definition for who they refer to as Artist of the Year. But in general, it could be, like I said, the best artist, the biggest artist, the loudest artist, the most viral artist. It just depends on what your Artist of the Year is.
What do you think?
Yeah, as you rightly said, obviously every year the Artist of the Year, what I look out for basically will be the artist with the highest, what I call audience appeal. Audience appeal in what sense? Audience appeal in the sense that from your music, you may have achieved or attained a certain level of traction where everybody may have heard of you. You cannot qualify for Artist of the Year and someone will go like, oh, now we're free him for, you know. And so when I say audience appeal, that's one of the key indicators that when someone is nominated, even before the win, for a nomination for Artist of the Year, I'm looking to see that. I'm looking to see someone who has a song that is popular, that is like that resonates, that I can connect to. And obviously, also your activities within the year should have also been huge or instrumental. So aside your music should have taken you places or it should have actually gotten you gigs. You cannot be an Artist of the Year without having headlined any major concert. How are you Artist of the Year and nobody has seen you perform? It doesn't cut for me. And so obviously for someone to be to qualify for the Artist of the Year category, you should have that. You should have headline major shows. I should see you at Tidal Rave. I should see you at the TGMA main concert. I should see you at any relevant event aside your own personal event. You know, because for your personal event, you may not be popular. You mentioned your name, Yemoley. Yeah, Yemo here could have her own concert, even though she's not big, having heard her song before. But she can throw her own concert. It doesn't mean that she deserves.
People will go.
Exactly, but it doesn't mean so your people is not the main Ghana, exactly. And so I should be able to be finding you, very attractive in terms of events. People should want to attend an event because you are on. And so those are some of the key indicators. So for an Artist of the Year, there are so many touch points that I need to find, I need to see to convince me or to actually qualify anybody to be considered as Artist of the Year. So basically, generally, these are some of the indicators I try to look out for.
So Yemoley, do you think it should be based on their numbers and their popularity, or do you think it should be based on the kind of impact they've had on society?
Personally, I think it should be based on what they did that year. So maybe they released a song, an album, and it did well. Do you understand? By it did well, I mean like maybe somebody has even heard the song, but they don't know that, is this person that sang? Like, that's how big the whatever should be, the album or the song should be. That's when I can say that, okay, now this person deserves it. Because especially when they release an album, and then maybe for somebody who is not even like big on listening to music or something, the person knows this song, the person knows this song. So like, like 4 songs from the same. I think that person would deserve the title Artist of the Year. I don't believe in somebody being Artist of the Year based on one popular song. Like maybe that one song did so well, so let's give it to. I don't believe.
But I think I watched somewhere where they were saying that you can actually have one popular song,
that's okay.
And per their criteria also, you can qualify. I was surprised. It's true, right?
Yes. So if you read the categories for TGMA, outside what individually we feel should be Artist of the Year, one of the things they do say is that the person should have had a hit song or EP or album. And then as Ricky mentioned, you should have high audience appeal. And then one of their other criteria is that you should be one of the most nominated artists within the year's nomination.
Yeah, other nomination.
So there's that. So as for, I understand the one song bit, but I also feel because of how music is, there are people who would release a lot of songs and none of them would probably hit the mark. So if somebody releases one song, people normally think that, if it's just one song, then it's easy to do. But Ricky will tell you, he saw a lot of artists. Like, to even get one song to get to a certain level is difficult. So if somebody has one song that takes us through the year, there are times where because it's not easy to actually market one song for a very long time. People, like, if you look at how we market songs here, people just release the song and then they do activations for like 2 weeks. The most you probably get on most artists is like a month, 2 months. There are very few artists that go 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. And imagine eating one food
all the
per
time.
year, all the time. Like every day, call me.
Some people can do it with their favorite food, they'll eat it.
Maybe it gets to a point where as consumers, we get to this one, it's like, you want
so
there's that.
fast.
But then you see, for somebody to still have that song where it goes beyond Yatiabre,
Then the person has done well.
how can I idea?
So you don't think it's unfair, right?
It's not unfair at all. Because easy, like I said, one song, it's So I don't think it's unfair at all. If somebody has one song that, again, people enjoy throughout the year, took us through the year, they are equally deserving of it. Like somebody who dropped maybe 3 or 4 and only just one peaked. Then the rest were just...
No, what about like the other songs the person dropped were also bangers?
You see?
Like the person dropped like 3 songs and all the 3 songs like throughout the year it's a banger. And then somebody just drops one.
And you put them in the same...
Yes, I can. So let me give you a typical example. You see, I know why you guys are saying this. It's obviously because of one guy.
Which guy?
Blacko. but Blacko's case is special. You know, Blacko's case is also is special also because of the community he's built for himself. And so you cannot go away from that. However, on an even playing field, look, to get one song to drive you through the year, and you're a champion, like you are what it is. Let me give you a typical example. Higher Deal by Nana Boro years back, like a decade ago. It was actually one of there are songs that they call national hits. Yeah, were hits and were national hits. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Because between you and I, your mom may not even know sacrifice. So your grandmother may not even know sacrifice. But they may know one corner. You know, they may know Kakalika. They may know Kakalika. You know what these people are doing with Kakalika? I put a lot of respect on their name. Look, Kakalika has been reigning for like 5 months straight. It came within December. I'm even sure way before December.
It was like somewhere between September.
You see,
it was way before
you
December.
know, let's even give it December. December, we are in January, February, March, April, and every single year it is climbing. And I love that for artists like that.
Month.
Yeah, every single month, sorry, it is climbing. I love an artist who drops a song and first month, it is reaching a certain audience. Second month, you are hearing it in Uganda. Third month, you are hearing it on the Bassa,
company,
the next company. The next year, the next month, like every month,
It's doing better.
It's doing better. Charlie, I will commend you for that. I'll ask you, how are you making it happen? You know, so I don't think we should ever discount it.
Okay.
You know, we shouldn't discount it. And those songs that actually last are what we call viral hits, to be very honest. Yeah. The songs that go viral.
Generational hits.
Yeah, are the songs that people know. You know, but again, we also need to give credit to who is able to drop a song, banger, drop another one. But if we are rating it, Blacko has done exceptionally well. But if you put the weight of Blacko's song to maybe Medikal's hit song, we all know what's the song? Shoulder is way bigger than Sacrifice, way bigger than Where Them Boys, way bigger. Let's be real. Me Pamocho. You know what Blacko
I did not buy it.
The smile is intimidating.
Who really this?
You know, so I think we should also commend those who can actually get monster hits. You know, I think we shouldn't discount that.
But do you think that what we look out for in the artist of the year has changed over time?
I mean, I can't say for previous years, like older years. Ricky would be the best person to be the judge of that. But if you are taking, say, from 2019, for example, I think the conversation changes every now and then. But now that people are more understanding of the scheme, sort of, the conversation is beginning to have a level playing field. Example, the conversation we just had about a single song. If I'm wrong, Ricky can correct me. There was a year Kofi Kinata had a song. I think it was Adam and Eve or one of those songs. And people felt he was prime for Artist of the Year. And the conversation at the time was that he didn't drop an album. So he shouldn't win Artist of the Year. And if I remember correctly, back then, the scheme is as it is. Like, that's, you can have a hit song or an album. But then people felt, Artist of the Year, you should have dropped an album aside the song. Which means that at the time, that was how they felt people who win Artist of the Year should look. Then it moved to something else. Right now, it's going to a point where the category definition doesn't say that you need to have your own show. But then now, everybody feels I need to have a show to be able to be part of the conversation. But there isn't anywhere in the definition that says that you need to have your own show. So it keeps switching. And with the era we are entering where it's a numbers game, whether I like it or not. Yes, we have a deficit in that system where, for example, the shoulder versus, say, a sacrifice conversation, where in terms of streaming, Yeah.
Oh, of
Shoulder
course.
isn't touching.
A fact.
Like, in fact, the biggest song, Shake It to the Max.
Yeah.
There isn't a single Ghanaian
Yeah.
song in terms of numbers that is touching that song.
Right.
But then it becomes a nuanced conversation because down here, we really don't have the systems to put numbers to it like that. Because on ground, the feeling is different. Like if you go to the school here and you play shoulder, the reaction is way higher than, say, a Wedding Boys or a Shake It to the Max. But then on streams, it's also a whole different conversation. So it becomes a situation where I've always said the definitions are a bit vague, where the board needs to look at it, the academy and say that, okay, let's make it more understanding. That if you are using numbers, let's use numbers. If you are using just the art, which means you're not looking at numbers, then the art is different. So that is why I feel the conversation is going. That's why we have a lot of conversations where, oh, this person's song is bigger. But this person will say, oh, but they don't know your song in Gomoa somewhere. They don't know your song in Ejuso somewhere. Oh, you didn't perform in the north. You were not in the country like that. You know, the person's song is actually bigger than some other people's songs. So like the conversation has been switching and turning over the years.
Yeah.
I feel like
No, go ahead.
right now, if you check, it's like if somebody wins popular song of the year, automatically they win artist of the year.
It's actually opposite.
Are you sure?
In recent years, there hasn't been anybody that has won
Popular
artist of the year and popular song.
Terminator.
No, Terminator. The year Terminator was big. He didn't win the artist of the year. That was when they gave it to
Ooh,
Stonebwoy.
that was when
It
they
was the
fought,
next. It was
yeah.
the
following year.
continental year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's never been I think maybe previously people might have had, if you win Song of the Year, you also
You
win.
win there.
But also remember that back then, Most Popular Song was the biggest award on the night. So if you win Most Popular Song, and that was when the gospel artists were giving the secular artists around for their money.
Yeah.
Because you go there and there are probably 3 gospel songs there. There's, let's say, Philippa Befi, there's Mama Chrissy,
Cindy Thompson.
there's Cindy Thompson,
Table
there's
Sisters, those people.
Koko Jesse. Like, so back then, the Most Popular Song was the one where everybody was eyeing. But then again, another switch, it moved on to Most Popular Song, the Artist of the Year. It's become a trend. So that whenever we are watching TGMA and you see, for example, the year Kiddy and then Diana Hamilton were going head to head for Artist of the Year. The moment Kiddy won Most Popular Song of the Year, everyone said, oh,
Then he will not win the artist of
and
the
you
year.
go through Mama Diana won. Even the year was Stonebwoy Can Promise the part 1. The moment Can Promise won Most Popular Song with Terminator, everybody said, oh, NDA.
He will not win the
He's not winning artist.
artist
Then
of the year.
true.
Hey,
So
yeah, then.
we don't know. So I don't know. It's if I mean Ricky would be in the best to, but I feel are they trying to maybe compromise where it's like okay, OGWay.
Now,
Yeah, that's what I was
Way.
coming to say.
Yeah.
That's what I see. You know, that's the politics there for me. I always say that. I think I've spoken about it. I've done an editorial on that before on even performances. That 80% of people who perform on the night win awards. Yeah. It's always like that, 80%, and it's alarming. You know, this year I've already seen the lineup. I've seen Wendy Shay. I've seen Medikal. All the people who are vying for Artist of the Year have already been. They've all been announced to perform on the night.
But why is it alarming?
Because then I know that once the lineup comes up and I
I'm
see
not part.
and I see once I see the names, I know that by the time this person will go home, they have an award. I'm not saying the artist of the year. They will
okay.
definitely get an award, at least a single award, which shouldn't be so. When we watch the Grammys and all of that, there are lots of people, performances that you see that you love on the night, but they didn't get an award. Mainly because, you know, the performance was purely planned for entertainment and not because of an award. You get me? Like, I don't think maybe we'll see Lalit or Ghana Boy on the night. No. It is very likely you won't see a Ghana Boy on the night because a Lalit, a Ghana Boy could go home without an award. That is it for me.
What's wrong if they do though? Like if they perform?
Exactly. If he's performing, there's a high chance that he's going to win an award.
Like he's saying that they've made it so predictable.
Exactly.
It's like once you are winning an award, you are more likely to be selected to come and
perform.
perform.
Yeah, and I'm saying that I feel like even those who won't win an award should even be given the opportunity to even like perform
Exactly.
more. That's
And so
Exposed.
it connects me to what he said, that Song of the Year, if you win Song of the Year, you are not going to win Artist of the Year. Again, it's also alarming because for me, rather 80% of those who win Song of the Year should go on to win Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
Because it means that, oh, wona wonyom ne depa, wona wonyom ne biggest. And so it makes sense that you win Artist of the Year. But how do I win Artist of the Year?
And not win Song of the
Consistently, people win Artist of the Year and they don't win Song of the Year.
If you are trying to let everybody get an award, like you were saying, the
Yeah.
politics, then you're not being fair. If somebody deserves it, give it
Give
to the
it to them.
person.
Look, actually, if you're trying to play the politics, that's actually a better compromise. For example, the Kim Promise Stone situation. To let both parties sort of feel like I want something big.
But why are we,
why?
why are we
Yeah.
compromising? those?
Exactly.
It's art.
Is it a unity award? Is it
It's
a
not exactly.
peace,
You're not supposed
peace
to
award?
compromise. If I've done the work and then like that year, okay, Terminator is big. Terminator is popular song of the year, and I've done the work. Why not artist of the year? Why are
But
you
you see-
why are we compromising? You know deep down that I'm supposed to take the artist of the year, but you have given you popular, so let's
You
give
see,
artist of the year.
no.
No, you see, so that's why I said I've always had a problem with their category definitions. Because if per category definition, if you are doing artist of the year based on entirely popularity, then hands down, if the person has the most popular song, chances are that they are also the
No,
artist.
but
of
how
the
do
year.
you? I understand the definition, because how do you define popularity
So-
alone? Like you can't.
So because it's not, because artist of the year is not based on just popularity,
Yeah.
there are times where somebody has the biggest song, but then in terms of the person, the persona themselves, they are not. Example, there was a year where arguably Bobo Bobo was like the biggest song.
Yeah. Fact.
Like you hear it in the club, you would hear it everywhere, but we didn't really know the person
person, yeah.
behind the song.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So if based on their definition, that's why okay, you can say, yeah, Bobo the song is big. But because you don't know the person, there was this other person who may not have had a bigger song than Bobo, but they also might have had a big song. You know, big enough
Yeah.
to maybe a Bobo also there.
Yeah.
And so what shall I say? But then the person was more visible than the person who sang Bobo. So in that case, that's where the compromise works. You know, like, okay, you better I say. But there are moments where, for people, let's say like Black Sherif, a Stonebwoy and Sarkodie, I can
them.
promise. Like there are certain people that if they have a big song, the
Active.
person is very active. So that is where the argument becomes more like, okay, then let's play politics. And from a business standpoint, I don't work with them, but from a business standpoint, that feels safer.
Makes
Because
sense.
you need to calm everybody. Like if you are
Why are we
no, but see,
calming?
it's
Yeah.
business. Not Ricky, it's business.
No, fact,
Like see,
fact,
if,
fact.
if you're a teacher or like you sell, and then your two biggest customers say you're selling phones. You have these two big people that normally buy from you. Probably they both want they
two.
want to buy the two at once.
Give one and you give one.
But they
just
realize
so
that Charlie, me nama we are, I might lose this other big
Customer.
customer. So what do? You try to compromise.
One.
It's like akaba instead of two. Now they are man. Now akaba and say
Akaba
instead of two.
yeah.
And then they both
but
go
this
home
one
happy.
is
But
art.
I was going to say
This
that.
is art. It's
But
different.
But you see,
No, but
but
it's
art
similar
doesn't-
in a way.
You see, art doesn't exist in a vacuum. There's also a business side
Aspects
of it,
of it.
where, like I said, the
So,
awards
so I'm
being
not
done.
cutting you, but so now you are toying with people's hard work because of your personal business.
Ricky.
Because do you know what? You see, we can have this debate till forever. Because my point is, it's business for you, it's business for me as well. Do you know why? Because if you give me Song of the Year, I can go and pitch to a brand and tell the brand that, look, I am able to produce the biggest song of the year, and so I need you to invest in me next year to be able to produce a song, attach your brand, and blah 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 blah. I can equally also win Artist of the Year and go and pitch to the another brand as well.
So imagine winning both.
So there's that. So let's say on that side, I agree with both of you. But the other side is, and I'm like, let's be frank, where awards are either one, they are honoring people based on excellence. And in terms of excellence, the one award that people over the years have alluded to the fact that, oh, the award based on excellence is the Grammys. But even with that, they solve their own problems. But so the Grammys, there's always this conversation of, it's not about how popular you are, it's about the art. So much so that the people that vote for the Grammys are people that make the art. But with the TGMA,
how did Tyler win over Burna Boy in a particular year, over Davido in a particular year?
And her song was not even, that song was not Afro.
But again, like I said, even with that, they solve their problems. Now, bring it to our fold where you are voting based on popularity. And you have people, because again, there's a human element. Art will never have that form of utopia where all of us are going to agree that we're in a year, Papa.
Because it's subjective.
So there's always that point where I feel that that's why they are playing it safer. Because you still need these people to attract people to make the awards look very nice. Because right now, look at it, where because of how the awards have been, it's become more entertaining, more exciting for people. Like if you hear how Medikal speaks about the artist of the year, he says, this is my Ballon d'Or, this is my Grammy, this is my this is my that. There are artists that you nominate them for artists of the year, and like, Charlie, like there's no there's no care in the world. But artists are beginning to see that, yes, awards are not everything, but there are things you can do with, an award or a nomination. That's what we've gotten to where we've gotten to. But again, with regards to if people should win both, I agree that there are certain times that it's clear that this person is the biggest artist in terms of personality, visibility, and they also have the biggest song. But in a case where you have two big heads, as a business, again, I'm not speaking for them, but from what I said, that's how I see it. That as a business, they're looking at it as, okay, let's try and appease. Because again, one example. Anytime we nominate somebody for Best African Song, what happens? It's the person that performs on the night that we see the award go to. This year, there's a Nigerian artist performing, Fido. He's nominated for Best African Song. Automatically in my head, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just what he said right now.
They are going to give it to him. So it's like, it's a business decision also.
But will it ever be fair though? Like, because if we are talking, like you gave an example that Medikal song, right, on the grounds is so like crazy. But when you go to the streams, Black Sherif is doing better. But I also feel like with that, will it ever be fair? Because there are some consumers who you give them a phone and they don't even know how to search for the song and stuff. Do you understand? Or the children, the mothers, they really like the song, they appreciate the song, maybe on radio or something. But they would never go and stream it because they don't have phones, they don't have data and stuff like that. So can we ever have like results that that this is 100% fair? I doubt.
So let me just two things. One, let me use there's a platform in Nigeria called Turntables. So we used to have a platform here in Ghana called Good Music, where what they do is they collect data. So when songs are played on radio, when they are played on TV, they're able to collect data to let you know that, okay, this song was played so and so number of times. This song was played so number of times on this radio station. They're able to collect data from radio stations to let you know that that's how the radio station is able to make sure that in the year, this week, like Adom FM's top 20, when like stations, Three Music has like their top 10, Foresight has this. They collect all that data and then they add it to the data in terms of streaming platforms. So when you have those two, the data that Good Music would collect from, non-streaming platforms is able to complement the streaming platforms, especially for a country where we have an internet problem. There are a lot of people that don't have access to internet.
Illiteracy.
Even those that have access to internet, not everybody wants to pay premium money to stream songs on Apple Music. They'd rather maybe do YouTube with the freemium or go to AudioMac.
Even the voting, do you know?
Even the voting.
Somebody can like Black Sherif so much, but the person will never vote because that money is using it to eat.
Exactly. So there are a lot of things that based on how their modus operandi as TGMA, that's why we are where we are. When Three Music was in the system, they had a different system of doing things. When Base Awards was in the system, they had a different way of doing things. So every award scheme has a way of doing things that properly addresses the situation in the space. But because of the way TGMA works, we would always have this conversation, so it's never going to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, there isn't going to be. So people would just have to. But then again, like I said, there are times where somebody would win that majority of like us would look at it and be like, okay, this person deserves it. Like when, say, for example, when Chidi won it the year he won it. That should be 3-4 years ago. A lot of some people didn't agree, but some people look at him, were like, you know what? Yeah, he deserves it. When Black Sherif won it the first, that was one of the years that he won, and you couldn't hear him from anybody say he didn't deserve it. So like there'll be times where somebody will win it, and everybody will be like, you know what? Yeah, or like majority. But there are also other days where it's like,
I understand. Okay, Yemoley, you come in next, but I want us, we are mentioning names and things. I want us to actually go through the lineup and then continue our conversation. Okay, so the artists of the year, we have Black Sherif, we have Medikal, we have Stonebwoy, we have Wendy Shay, we have Sarkodie, and then we have Diana Hamilton. So there are 6 nominations for the artist of the year. Okay, so which of them stands out to you guys? And why? And why?
Stands out as in.
No, like
Who do we
say
want
lineup now. This is the person that you feel okay. I'm rooting for this person.
Blacko.
Blacko.
That's a normal shit because if you look at the way you mentioned it, it's exactly. Ideally, it's supposed to be when you were reading them. I was hoping to hear B, D, which is Blacko, Diana, alphabetical order. But I saw Blacko, Medikal, Wendy Shay. Like, who are the top 3 for me? Realistically, the top 3 names that whose numbers, give me, like, they have a higher chance. So for me, there are a few things I look out for to determine who the overall winner is. One, I'll look at your album. I wrote certain things down. So one, I'll look at your album. If you look at all the names in there, all of them, 3 of them have albums. Stonebwoy has an album. Medikal has an album. Black Sherif, 4 of them. How many names do you have there? I think we have 6 names. Yeah. So it means 5.
Black, Medikal, Stone, Wendy, Sarkodie, Diana.
So 7.
Yeah, 7.
So we have 7 names.
How?
Blacko.
We have 7
Medikal,
names.
Stone,
Medikal,
Wendy, Sarkodie, Diana. Who is the 7th?
Okay, that's 6. Yeah.
6.
So 5, because I know Blacko,
Yeah.
Medikal, Wendy,
Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy is in
Wendy
there.
has an album.
Is Stonebwoy in there? Is
Yeah.
Stonebwoy in
Stonebwoy
your
in
list?
Yeah. So that's 4 names.
And then there's
Sarkodie. The last person is Diana.
So that's 6.
That's 6.
Okay. So 4 out of the 6 have albums.
Projects. Because Stonebwoy is only an EP. So
it's an EP,
they have
yes,
the-
because they do an EP album. 4 of them have albums. Then I'll break it down to these albums that they have, the success of the album. I'll look at whose album was more successful. Between us, we all know whose album was more successful.
Who?
Let them.
it's
I'm
Black
giving
Sherif.
them
It's not-
homework.
it's
So
not-
just say it.
giving
Just
them
throw it
homework.
out there.
We know whose album was more successful in terms of numbers, in terms of number of songs that actually broke out. If you look at Blacko's album, for example, 8 songs on the album were topping charts. 8 songs. And not just top the chart out of the blue and went. For almost 200 days, all these songs were in Ghana's top 20. That's crazy. 8 songs. And
Black, I had you.
8 out of 15 songs were actually on the chart, appearing on the chart every week, every month for like over 200 days. 2, I asked myself, who had the most nominations? Blacko had 9. Medikal was next with 8. Stonebwoy was next with 7. Wendy Shay was also next with 7.
Then that's why you pass that comment that this one, it looks like it's in a particular order.
Yeah, it's in a particular
When they are listening to it, they'll say in no particular order, but it's like this
this
one
is
is in a particular order.
Yeah,
I get you now.
So Medikal, Wendy Shay had 7 nominations. Sarkodie had 6 nominations. I didn't really check for Diana.
Diana has, I think, 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yes. So
Now she has
it will
to-
be more than 2.
Yeah, 'cause I know she
because
had-
artist
no,
of the
it's 2.
year, gospel song of the
Also,
year,
if you had
gospel
gospel-
artist of the year. She may
Yeah, so
definitely
that's
make
the-
gospel
yeah,
artist
she
of the
made
year.
gospel
Of course, now
artist.
if you are in
And then
artist of the year
traditional-
and
Exactly.
gospel, by
Gospel.
all means you
Yeah,
win that
exactly.
one.
She was in contemporary gospel song of the year.
So-
Gospel song
so
of
maybe
gospel
4 or
artist.
5 safe.
It's 3. So it's just 3.
Okay, so 3.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
Let me
Okay,
just check.
so if you check, you realize that okay, Blacko has 9 nominations.
He has the highest,
so that
yeah.
those are some of the key metrics I look for. Okay, he has highest. It's not just about having highest. Now let's distill it down. Out of the highest nominations, who had the most songs in the category, in all the categories? Blacko again. Blacko had 4 different songs in various categories, which is instructive. It means that Wabo Ejuma, most
Are
of
you
your
hoping
songs.
he wins?
No, me, I'm just giving
No,
science.
but who are
I'm
you
just sharing
keeping
science
for?
and data. So
Okay.
based on that, because well, I'm hoping he wins, but again, there are other people that I can also make a case for. Medikal last year did amazing with his song, and even I also love the fact that he made a certain statement. Ne Grammy ni, ne Ballon d'Or ni. I'm seeing Medikal wanting this. I'm not seeing Blacko wanting that. And so
Blacko, there's
lately,
Steve.
lately he's been posting, he's been talking about
sometimes Steve's bit me deal. Steve's Juma bit me
No, I
deal.
don't think that should be a problem. If maybe I don't
So
think
you see,
you should say that.
no. You see, let's not be emotional about
It's
it.
not about being emotional.
My brother said it's business
Yes,
as well.
business.
When you win the award, sometimes when you win the award, you need somebody
That
who
can
will
sell it,
carry
market
exactly,
it.
who will market it, who will sell it for someone else to show
Somebody
interest
to
in
be
it.
loud
Yeah.
about it.
If I'm going to win, if I'm going to give the award to you, and you are going to put it in your room and sleep on it, or even sometimes not even show up at the awards, why should I give it to you?
That
Okay.
thing is becoming
You,
a
you
habit.
get me?
too.
He spoke about business. I understand where sometimes we shouldn't mix business with the art and the person's success and all of that. But however, I want someone who is going to celebrate the award.
win.
And so if you are not going to celebrate it enough and you are there doing like me, they need me, they need me, that is fine. I'm not going to give it to you.
Hold on.
You get me? Yeah. So for me, that's what I'm saying. And I can make a case for Wendy Shay as well, even though this is not supposed to be like a pity game. This is supposed to be for hard work. But if you know the hard work that Wendy has put in this
She
year,
really tried.
seriously. And the interesting thing is, Bullet, who we all know is behind Wendy, interestingly hasn't even been around this time around. Bullet hasn't been the backbone of Wendy this year. He's been there. Let me give credit and respect to him. He's been there. But we would see Bullet moving everywhere,
Okay.
pitching and doing all of that. No, Wendy is now working with a whole new team. And so for her to be independently doing this on that level, moving, going to Nigeria, going to East Africa to go do collaborations, and every weekend, I know them, I know the team, Jeezy and the likes. Every weekend, almost share a krabiase ebo show, so like on the rail, the road trips they go just to go and perform and come back. We only see the videos. And so for me, if I should really, really, really put value to that, it's crazy because when I was looking at what Blacko has done locally, it was great but non-existent as compared to the other guys. Because Blacko, when he dropped the album, the Iron Boy album,
Boy.
he was not even in town.
Yeah.
His first ever event he did in Ghana was at the Share Coke event.
Share the Coke one.
That's that time so but it was good that he came back home to perform for the first time. And so if I should make certain comparisons, as to the work that has been put in regarding who deserves it. I can make cases for these people because it clearly tells you that these people want it more. Like and on stages when they are performing, they've been paid to perform at random shows. They will come out and say, look, vote for me. I want this. I haven't seen Blacko once ever talk about the TGMA self.
Yeah, so
Okay,
in
well,
recent times,
Make your case. I want
in
to
recent times,
I haven't. Like I said, he deserves it per every metric. But who would I want to give it to? I want to give it to out equally. In as much as I know Blacko deserves it hands down for me. Per what music business is supposed to give you, he does. But again, if the show say you they want that thing, like
the
really.
generation where Steve's ne aura ne composure na is
But
All right, then Davido was crying.
makes
He
you
didn't
think-
win the Grammy. Davido needed the Grammy so bad.
But that's
What
the
is
video.
this?
That's the video though. Like I feel like the fact that maybe he's chill about it doesn't mean he doesn't want it.
No, so how do you want it? How do you show you want it?
That's why I put the thing out there, or that's why I worked. That's why I worked. So let my music speak for me. Let my work speak for me. It doesn't mean that I should necessarily come and then every day I'm on it that, guys, please, I've been nominated because I worked for it. That is, I wanted it. That is why I worked for it, and I gave my people music so that my people can stand firm. Even if I'm quiet, my people can stand firm and say that my artist deserves it because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you understand? It doesn't mean necessarily I should come and say, guys, please vote for. Bro, come on.
No.
So, like I said earlier,
I come to you. I just want you to also speak.
I mentioned earlier, it's a business.
Yeah.
And as Ricky was alluding to that, in terms of one person, me, I've always said that if you give me 10 Artist of the Year awards, I'll give 9 to Stonebwoy. And I explain to you why. Stone is one of the very few artists I've seen market our space in a certain light.
I agree.
That makes it look very attractive. Not that people are not doing it. Like Sarkodie does it sometimes, Shatter does it sometimes, Can Promise, whoever.
Oh, I miss Shatter on there.
Let's even just make a quick comparison between when Stonebwoy won the Artist of the Year 2 years ago and when Can Promise won it last year. Which of them did you feel carried exactly?
Like
So,
Stonebwoy is
Let
that
me blow your
guy,
mind.
bro.
I beg you. Mentioning
Oh,
Stonebwoy and speaking about the fact that he carries it. Let me blow your mind. Ever since, and where my camera saved, this is actually something we need to put respect on Stonebwoy's name. Ever since Stonebwoy broke into the award scheme, I was doing some research and some analysis. Stonebwoy never won or was never even nominated for New Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
Anybody can correct me. There's never a New Artist of the Year for Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy's first entry into the Artist of the Year, the awards. No, his first was like 2012 with Samini. Climax. They had a song here, Climax. He never came in. His real entry was in 2015. That was when Wale, Dems, Bafira, and that era. 2015, Artist of the Year nominee. Listen, nominee. Stonebwoy was there. 2016, he was there. 2017, he was there. 2018, he was there. Artist of the Year. And just a normal nomination. Artist of the Year. 2015, he was there. 16, he was there. 17, he was there. 18, he was there. 19, he was there. That was when he was banned. Yeah. Like the 19 was when the incident happened. So 2020, he was out. 21, he was out. 22, Stonebwoy was there. 23, Stonebwoy was there. 24, Stonebwoy was there.
So since
25,
he made his
appearance,
He's that guy, one guard.
He's
back
been in
to
I was
back.
thinking of it today. I'm like, yo, we should put some respect on Stonebwoy's
name.
name. Like, aside the politics, Stonebwoy, him and Wale, and now certain things he's been doing and all of that has given him out. But Onokra, he should be the one to be doing the thing that you are saying that Blacko is doing. Because
He has to. Like, he can
he's
say, you know
always
what?
there. He's always
Come.
every day
But
there.
then
But
again-
Nobeka said, yo, like,
Then again, it's personality. Do you understand? That's Stonebwoy. And Blacko is Blacko. Like, let's not make it look like the fact
Let's-
that
you see,
Stonebwoy
let's
is-
not-
No,
let-
the
let's
fact that
not make
Stonebwoy
it-
is out. Like, maybe Stonebwoy is also
let's
like,
not
he
normalize
puts
it. Let's not
They are
normalize
trying
it.
to say that in this situation now, you should be able to come out and still say something.
That
Because
like,
this
push
is
vote
ours.
for him.
No,
like,
you
let
see-
us see that you want it.
See,
You see-
he has said something. He has tweeted. He's done video. I've seen videos where he's talking about it.
you
then
guys-
then
you
then
want
then
to- you
then no,
want
yawa.
to-
No.
No.
Then I take you
Back for
back.
back.
If,
Only
like I said,
he's done
they are no
videos
see.
where he's done
You dey
videos
get-
where he's talked about it. I think I saw
even you cry, I'm not sure say you see. You nah, you know if you
Yeah, well,
see.
have you seen
I
it?
think
Have you seen it?
Number one fan
right
self
now,
knows.
right now, it feels like you're coming from me. I appreciate it. I don't appreciate it.
Funny thing is, I agree with you in terms of once you've been able to be nominated, just sit and let the thing do the talking for you. But again, like I said, the award scheme you are dealing with, and even with the Grammys, you see people put out for your consideration and things like that.
Thank you for nominating.
There is that again, people understand what awards do for them. That is why they would push for it, they would fight for it. There are people who you think are doing steals and composure, but backdoor
They are working.
they are lobbying, they are doing things.
You may have a point there, but you see, the reason why I don't agree with her with the Steez matter is
No, wait. I didn't
No,
you
like
see-
his
you see-
personality,
no,
the
it's
personality.
not.
Oh, it's
We've
not.
been in this town.
We've seen
Blacko
it.
has been nominated for BET. Then he didn't do Steez.
Yeah,
He set agenda, boys. We know what happens. That's why I'm saying that let's
Guys,
not normalize this.
calm
Let's not
down.
make it look like
You've not, the fact that you've not heard from him.
It's
doesn't-
only- Yes,
That's
tease.
me. I've heard from him. He's posted.
Maybe he's waiting for last
Like,
minute.
oh,
Again,
no.
last minute, has him relax for
Oh,
the
no,
guy.
you see, he's posted.
let me
I've seen
use
the
this
post.
platform
Okay,
like
let's hear
Headless
Ricky.
Media. If you show love to the one that is always coming here and is always showing that Charlie platform with like it means a lot to me, regardless of whether the person is coming to say Nyansasem or not. If the person always comes here
Shows up
and they
for you.
show that they care about the platform, trust me, if you have anything to do, you will look out for them first. If you have any cake to give them every year,
A reception of them would be
Exactly.
different from other people.
you know, and mind you,
fact,
you are a global artist now. The more you talk about that particular platform,
The more it grows,
the more it
you get
grows, the more
investment.
people are going to say, "Oh, Charlie, this guy won this particular award, and it means a lot to him." You go, you say, "Oh, I'm Ghana's biggest artist. I'm Ghana's artist of the year," and all of that. But if you want it to look like, "Oh, Steve's into artist of the year," some way about we need Grammys there.
You want to
You-
yeah, exactly.
The way you behave around this will even let people add some prestige.
Prestige to it.
the thing.
You know, let's sorry to say, but one of the reasons why we started poking holes and we started like disregarding the TGMAs or the
How the
VGMs,
artists-
the artist, even Wale was actually one of the reasons why Charlie we didn't care about the thing again because quote unquote like maybe they may have treated him so bad that it got to a point now he started disrespecting the award. It's like Charlie VGMA, Charlie, all of you people suck you. They know I can't. Like he kept consistently talking down on the platform. And today you and I will feel like it no be anything. And it's the same thing Nigerians did to the Headies. Look, years ago the Headies was a big deal in Nigeria, a big deal. I remember those times when Davido and Whiskey they used to cherish the Headies so bad. Today, if the Headies is happening, nobody really cares.
That's the same
I
thing
really
that's
miss
happening to
Shatta
us.
on the
Honestly.
whole thing.
The
Oh, I
difference
miss
is-
him, Papa.
The difference is the heady situation is actually very bad now because I think last year they announced they're going to do two separate, like two different, because they had missed one particular year. I think the year after they sent it to Atlanta. So the year after they said they were going to do two shows. The last one they did, it was so poor that I remember Shelly Poppy was taking an award, his mic was off during his performance, and he complained then that like, but I feel regardless of how, like, yes, we all have issues with TGMA, but then again, props to someone like Stonebwoy, that he's one of the few people that, despite the challenges and problems,
Always gonna show up.
frustrations we have with TGMA, he still made it. He still drive the talkability around it so much. So, like I said, in recent years, there's more conversations about it. I don't remember this level of conversation around TGMA when I was younger. Sometimes the only conversation is when the noise, especially on the night of the event. But now, the moment nominations are out,
Conversations.
even we that we say we don't like the awards again, we'll be talking. Because yes, the good, the bad, like I said, the Grammy, for example, Beyonce hadn't won Album of the Year for like the longest time. The year she won it, people were like, oh, for the albums Beyonce has released over the years that didn't win it, this isn't the album that should have won Album of the Year. But the funny thing is, the year before, I think Jay-Z called out that was that, hey, you people, my wife has been, and you all know Jay-Z.
Crazy.
So, for example, you look at a number of things that Stonebwoy does as far as the TGMA is concerned. You know, the few people that, the other people, like when it comes to performances, they invest in their performances. Stonebwoy is one of those people. That regardless of whatever happens, they'll go there, give their best of performances.
Yeah.
And like,
He's an artist. With that
so he
guy.
does that thing where he has his other things he does that personally I'm not a fan of. But things like
So you're not
this,
a fan of who?
some of the things he does.
things he does.
Stonebwoy.
Oh yeah, the number of things he does.
But
like,
his craft.
Character
But-
in some way.
the art, his commitment to the art, his commitment to uplifting the arts, his commitment to putting Ghana on the map.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt, he's one of the top guys you have.
He's actually the top guy.
So, like, if we have,
Honestly, let's be
he's
honest.
actually the toppest guy.
so like, if we have him, despite everything, still put in word. We need, because right now there are young people who are looking at the TGMA and are like, you know what, I don't need it. But there are also other young guys that look at it and like, you know what, Charlie, I need that. Even when Kiddy and Mr. Edo have been having that, their comical beef over collaboration of the year and things, it's still something.
Yeah.
That small thing that, hey, Mr. Edo, almost there, but way there. But even the gospel people, for some time now, have been super about
Involved,
it.
yeah.
This year, there's a conversation between if PCSR should have been the one nominated for Artist of the Year over Mama Dinah. So that shows that yes, there's still problems we have with the awards, but still other people are bringing conversation into it. This year, surprisingly, I don't think the conversation has shifted from the artist because again, it's only one person that's being louder about this is Medikal. Wendy is talking about it, yes. But again, if you compare this to say the last 3 years, the conversations were the artists themselves. Like you see Stonebwoy here, next time you see Kim Promise here, you see Vida here, you see Tilly here, you see Portfolio here. But this year it's like Yejama, Medikal. Blacko is talking is mainly reacting to
yes,
the composer. Like Okasa Akana. Yeah. So it's with the fans. And when you leave it to the fans and the fans are having conversations, they distort the conversation. Like they don't talk about things the way it should be talked about. Like for example, how we are talking about it now where we've made it known that one, when somebody says, Medikal deserves it, but then they will come and say, let's not use numbers to judge. You only say that because when you look at the numbers, it doesn't favor Medikal. You say, okay, somebody also say, then, if Black was the numbers on the ground, he wasn't very present on the ground. Then the other people who were more present on the ground. And the argument stands. But also, that's why me personally, I would vouch for Blacko because there isn't any metric that you would use to judge Artist of the Year that he's not part of. He may not necessarily be A1 in a certain metric, but if you pick 10 metrics, he's probably A1 in 9 of them.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like the only one you would probably say he hasn't been is his presence on ground.
That one safe. They
that
lie.
One, bro, I brought you a friend.
They lie because he
he
actually had the biggest show in December. He had the biggest end of year concert.
And
paid for.
So you see how you are not surprised
for.
that Blacko is there.
me, I'm not surprised.
Is there anyone on the lineup you are surprised about? Because he mentioned that
Sarkodie.
Sack
is there, and I'm saying I was a bit surprised. Yeah.
You see, you mentioned Blacko has an album, Medikal. Stonebwoy has an EP, and I think you said Wendy Shay.
When he shares an number already.
So it means that Sarkodie and Dinah, is it that they have a one-hit song or something?
No,
Yeah,
because Dinah.
You see, I can't speak much for Dinah because sadly for me, I backslide. So the gospel tunes.
She has
but
a song in there.
Yes.
That's big.
Because don't joke, the gospel side too, it's like a whole world on its own. It's like when you go to Nigeria, it is Davido and the likes are big within, but when you go to the south,
or like
they have their own
Jarek and the rest
stars.
also,
They have the north, they have their own superstars. When you go there, big billboards of people that you don't know. So yes, it's the same thing with the gospel people. The gospel people have their own stars. They have their own major events that you never know about. But they are huge. Yeah, and so I cannot speak much
On
Dinah. But Sark, I think within the year, he didn't do much. He didn't do much for me personally. I would have rather picked again a Kweku Smoke ahead of Sark within the year. Kweku Smoke, his concert last year in December, that concert where he came off the helicopter and all of that. That was huge. He also had an album. Kweku Smoke also had an album. He had a song that, and then if most of the songs, most of the concerts, all your whole weeks and everything, everybody will tell you want to see Kweku Smoke. We want to see Kweku Smoke. He's taking away the spots that Shatawale, Stonebwoy, and Blacko, have failed. If you cannot get Stonebwoy, Shatawale, Sarkodie, and the 3 S's and Blacko, Kweku is the next guy.
Love him,
no, but don't say
December, I told
I know he's loved though. That one, I know that
people
he's loved.
really love him.
No, but if you have a show and you call Sarkodie, he says he cannot make it. You call these top 4 guys. The next person who can headline and Kim Paluta and you lie. People won't come out for last minute like they'll come out before Kweku Smoke.
Last minute may have songs. Again, that's what I was talking about. That there are people who they have songs you hear in town.
You are some way. You.
But like,
because she's expressing herself.
No, she's some way.
But let's be honest. In all honesty,
I don't see her well.
in all honesty,
honestly, for me, I feel like.
but like I said, if you're always doing for me, if you're always doing for me, and not
Last minute
in terms of
can.
They will never look. Sometimes I don't like to have this
Guys,
conversation.
last
but
minute.
he's not saying last minute counts, but he's saying that in terms of requests
exactly.
or like
audience
who they want
appeal.
to see.
Who told you that the audience don't want to see last minute?
Again,
They want to
he's not
see
saying
him
they want to see him.
after someone has performed, but not somebody that you want to say that
Maybe like a headliner, a close of the show.
Because you say last minute a concert will be a PA. It could now 2 hours. Actually, last minute for 2 hours.
But do you know I didn't know Kweku Smoke until recently.
It's your loss. You are not the target.
And I was shocked at how my friends attacked me.
Thank you.
That's why I was like, hey, he's really loved. Because it made me think that
I
Kweku
made this argument
Smoke,
last. You finish yours.
it made me feel like Kweku Smoke had his people.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see, there are some people that people know them, and there's some people too that they have their people.
yeah.
Because I knew nothing about him. Like, if I had seen him, I don't even know that this is Kweku
Yeah.
Smoke. But when my friends attacked me, it's like, if you...
No,
I'm
let
like,
me ask
hey,
you. Your friends, girls, male or females?
both.
And that's crazy. You see,
Both.
Kweku Smoke is walking
Especially the males.
the Wale path. Because Wale, publicly, you see too many girls saying that, oh, Wale. But
Yeah,
they
they
do
sing the
show
songs.
now.
Are you
They
sure?
do show.
Oi,
Oh.
the baby girls.
For Wale.
For Wale.
Yes.
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
comparing it
People.
to
No,
Kweku
I'm
Smoke?
saying yes. No, I'm not comparing. I'm not
Ah.
saying they're on the same level. I'm saying that Smoke, you won't see too many girls making noise about him.
About
true.
But about Smoke. But when you go to the concert, that is where you see
girls there,
girls, and I'm asking myself that like that's what I mean.
Like
That
monkey. Like
But
it looks
the
like
girls
it's just
too
a
love
guy's guy. Yeah,
Shatta.
exactly.
We love him.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah, they love
Kweku
him.
Smoke appears to you like it's like Sarkodie. He appears to you like he's a boys artist.
in Mema, Akata for the
Because even with my friends, it's both, but it's mainly the guys.
Oh, send there.
They love Kweku Smoke.
Akata for near moon. But as Ricky is saying, there's also that thing where he's bridged that gap.
Yes.
Because again, where he's from, normally you'd need just type of people that would listen to him. Because a hustlers phone a CAC, but it's moved beyond that to a level where the girls that would
Steez,
like
no,
predominantly
I mean,
go for their
Steez,
Kim promise,
no.
like their
Steez
Kim
ni cool
promise.
girls, no.
Hey,
Kweku Steez.
Lamborghini.
Oh no, the guy Kweku there, me, I know that he's
Start
good. Like,
also.
oh, I see what he has done. Yeah, like it's not that
So you guys were not surprised about Blacko.
As
You
in,
guys
them.
were not surprised about Medikal.
No.
You were not surprised about
Wendy.
Wendy.
Not at all.
Stone.
Not
You were
at
not
all.
surprised about Dinah.
No.
So if you got Sanka, you replace Sarkodie with Kweku.
Or add Kweku.
So here's the thing. If we're looking at it, you see, when it comes to
But
people
why
like,
wasn't he nominated though?
they will tell you they were doing pick and choose and then they did cutoff points.
Oh, but
Then-
because he.
But the people
But I
can
can
be more
debate
than
with
6,
anybody
right?
any
Exactly.
day with that cutoff point.
Yeah, that's the thing that
Sarkodie and Kweku
You see,
Smoke any day.
when you
Because
have
last
wait,
year,
wait.
He really
Yes.
worked with
He
me
killed
or
it.
something.
Yeah, he killed
oh.
it last year.
Wait, I'm coming in. When you say cutoff point, do you mean in the number?
they do that because if you look at some of the categories, they have this. It's like it's supposed to be just 6 people in a category.
Is that how this one is?
Oh, no,
Because he
if-
hasn't,
if
it's not
you
even
had-
consistent for because I don't think all the categories have six. I'm sure some will have
Dancehall,
7.
Dancehall, we have 3.
No, I mean
We have
the
three.
Oh, that's what we
No,
have.
but with
this
3,
year.
yes,
it
three.
means
So where
that
the
There's not
artists-
enough.
there is not enough. But
I
the
mean,
reverse,
yeah.
where
No,
it's
but
a
you-
lot and they have to cut off. So
Oh, the
maybe
cut
it's
off,
8 and they have
to
to
do
cut
dancehall,
off to
it's
6.
okay.
So if from the conversation I've listened to or watched Robert, the PRO, speak on it, he will tell you they have like a bunch of people who are speaking, like they would bring like everybody into the fold. Okay, Ricky ni, Yemoley ni, Mey, Nani, Headless ni. But then they're like, okay, then they start doing cutoff points. Okay, you fell short here, so you away. You fell short here, away. So you do that away, and this is the number they've got into. But what I was trying to say is that, and it's a very controversial like conversation, that if you pick artists like Sarkodie, Stone, Shatta, these 3 have gotten to a level where, in terms of audience appeal, they will always have audience appeal.
Fact.
they will always have audience appeal. So for them, there are times where, let's say, like for example, I feel an Olive the Boy should have been in conversation for Artist of the Year, and I explain why.
Explain why, please.
Last year, pick Wendy Shay's biggest song last year.
I beg you, I know they stop you, Charlie. Guys,
The
this
fly.
girl is a problem. This girl
what
is a
have I
problem. I want this to be on record, or higher dream or show this girl.
I'm trying
Because she doesn't agree with you. How?
Let me explain why.
Let me explain why.
Against what?
That's the best I can do because I'm not really there, so I don't really
can't
know
dip
what's
it.
going on. So I have to make me understand.
Propaganda
So, again,
and agenda and
Your pick, maybe he didn't have a song of his, like a solo song that was that big. But he picked some of the biggest songs from the year. You pick Wizkid's,
Wendy
Kiddy's-
You said Wendy Shay's biggest song.
Wendy Shay's biggest song. Baby, baby, things I gonna do.
Is it not?
It's not-
that's
it's
why
too
It's
late.
too late. to
No,
say
it's too
biggest
late.
song. Come on, it's too late to say
It's
biggest
too
song.
late. It's from 2 years ago.
Really?
No.
Oh, no.
It's too late.
It's 2024.
No,
okay,
let me
but I
check.
think the
check.
remix
The
is
remix was
last
last
year.
year. So the thing is, see,
Yeah,
let me-
Crazy Love. Crazy Love is
Let
what
me give
Olive
you
was on.
more background.
If that's the case,
I'm
then I
telling
don't think she should be there.
No, Wendy.
yes.
No, she has
Oh,
a.
let
She has
me-
a.
oh,
a-
let me
a-
break it
Wendy
down for
had
you,
Wendy
relax.
should be there.
I'm coming.
Come
Let me-
on.
she deserves to. I'll break it down for you. So there is Too Late.
No,
song
go
was
on with the
dropped
Olive thing.
I'll come to. I want to break it down so she understands. It's Too Late was dropped in November 2024. Now the song had been dropped. She had dropped a different song. Then Tracy Shay, the girl.
Yeah.
The video happened in 2025.
Then
And
that
then
is
it's
how come
brought
we
back.
thought. Okay.
So it's just like how Kakalika is happening right now.
Okay.
Where Kakalika dropped
12 December
exactly.
2020.
Kakalika dropped
Confess.
The previous
the
year.
previous year, but it's this year that is picking up. So that's the same thing happened to.
It's too late. Okay.
But the song from
No,
2025.
don't use Kakalika. Kakalika is different.
Oh
'cause
no, it dropped last year, but this year is when it's actually gotten bigger.
Now they've
it's
even
been-
made an
no,
exception.
no,
They said
the
if your
Kakalika
song
one,
came the previous
it
year.
dropped, but
Charlie,
then
that thing was announced.
the Kakalika one it dropped though, but we are still banging.
And
To
I'm
it. When
saying
it
that-
dropped, we're banging. Now
and
we
I'm
are
saying
still
that-
banging. But
Baby, I'm
then
saying
on this
that
2024,
it got
it's a
bigger
small
this
girl.
year.
That
Yemoley.
small girl that came to do.
Yemoley, listen.
I'm not at the buy.
I'm not saying it didn't. I'm saying that it got bigger the year after. Same with Wendy Shay. The song got bigger after, like months after it was dropped. Do you understand now?
Okay.
So now, last year, one of Wendy's biggest song was Crazy Love.
I cannot deny you.
Although-
Maybe she
although- no.
Now I agree with you.
Oh, she may not like the song. She may not like
She's
the
the
song.
fly. You
I've
see,
defended
there's
you
a
the
certain
whole
fly.
time.
There's a certain fly. She's the fly. She's the
She may
fly.
not. She may not like the song. I think.
I don't mean you are
that's
fly.
it.
She a
That's
hater.
it.
Oh, me a
She
fly.
a hater.
Uh-huh.
She
So-
a hater.
That
Okay,
song,
let's listen.
the person that's me held the song, moved the song was Olive the Boy's verse and everything he did with the song.
Yes.
Then you come to Gymnastic Baby. That song, the verse I remember is Girl, your back is on my mandula. It's your pendula. One or two, yeah. Olive the Boy.
Okay.
To be so
Nti ọ̀nà
question.
nkwa
Yeah,
mmienu.
boom, boom,
Bisa
no
no question.
circular.
So it's coming on. So there are even outside the other people that Olive did things for that within the year they were big songs. So in terms of
So Olive should have been on the list.
Olive's own is collab.
Instead of Sarkodie.
That's no. I'm not
Where is-
saying
where is
I
his
I
own?
can make an argument for again collaboration songs. That's why we have collaborative songs. Enyimbu wa
Where is
nkwa be
his
me ba.
own?
I'm coming. Enyimbu wa nkwa be. So that wasn't done by Medikal alone. No.
Cool.
It's Medikal's biggest song.
Fine, but he has other songs that he has done that we know that Medikal did this and this and that, so he deserves
And
to
I'm
be
saying
there.
that because the collaboration, you're allowed to use that as also your stance that me too, because it's not a feature. It's a collaboration.
Bisa wa sembi, you know they see. Fly girl say.
Nenyo man.
Who there were here?
And I'm saying,
Who say I'm the biggest on somebody's? But who
But
there were
is
here?
yours?
But
what
it is
he-
not.
and
He had bend.
Last year.
So my
Yes,
NCA.
Bend.
Maintain that.
Bend.
Oh, no, you've heard
Maintain
it.
that.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
heard it.
Really?
And then he had.
He's not a good singer,
he
so
had
I can
Baby.
understand.
Sing that one.
Please sing the baby too.
Oh,
because
he had.
he's-
Oh,
Sing
he
it
dropped.
for
That's what
us.
I'm saying. That he had songs. They were. You listen. They were not as big as the other ones they do other people.
but you
But it
want him
doesn't.
to be
No,
there with
that's
the
what I'm saying.
people.
It doesn't.
He wants him to replace Sarkodie.
I'm not saying
Because
again.
even
You are not
Medikal,
listening.
right? Before we
listening,
came
but
here,
I'm
before we
teasing.
came here,
Yeah, Molly, wait.
I was having a conversation and I was saying that Medikal, I don't also understand why. Like, what aside show that what does Medikal?
So
when we
when
went to
matter.
relax, when we went into the album, and then when I
realized
played the
that,
song, I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I've actually heard this song before. Oh, I've heard this song. This is not saying it's a
and I say, once I say because again, a technical collaboration. It's both of us can own the song.
Okay, if cut off, if the cut off is supposed to be 6 people, who should Olive the Boy have replaced?
I'm not saying replace. I'm saying I can make an argument for him being there because again, it
To
doesn't
replace
say that.
To replace who? If the cut off
Okay,
was
so
6
replace somebody. I can replace Mama Dinah.
people, then for you, Sarkodie has worked.
Oh no, just saying that Sarkodie's own is in that level where, in terms of audience appeal, he takes some of the boxes. Audience appeal, he had a big song in violence. So like there are things there that because of the nature of
Yemoley,
it.
we want to hear.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, put all the manager.
A person case.
Oh, them all-
But
no,
person
no,
not in the
yeah,
case.
that's
what I'm saying. Don't worry.
That's not the situation.
So that's what I'm saying that. See, I can make a case for Olive.
Yeah.
Can make a case for
Kweku
Kweku Smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Even Mama Dinah and me, I've said
And then you
it.
can make a case for Last Mid too.
Even last minute. But
Yeah, you can make a case for everybody.
But last minute, they made
Case, yeah, wait me, a case, but we need
it. Until last minute.
Case, why a case? But we need
But last
we
minute,
need
they
case.
last minute, they say, one, last minute's visibility wasn't present properly here in Ghana. Even
Here in Ghana.
he wasn't.
Why was
Visibility.
it? No. If you say here in Ghana, then it was somewhere else.
He was mainly because he dropped the first project he dropped last year was
The one with
TML vibes.
Yeah.
They
So it
dropped
was
a
mainly where?
collaboration.
Which country?
Nigeria.
Okay.
It was later in the year that he started. That was around when he
People
dropped
should wait for
Olivia.
last mid.
No, Last Mid is
You are
hard.
not saying again.
Last
You are
Mid
not
is
saying
hard.
last minute is a you. Last minute, yeah, beba.
Yeah.
The Omo Patch say, and yet this
Yes,
time.
yes.
And yet this time.
Come.
So even I'm saying even Mama Dinah, if you go to the gospel space, and me I agree with them that between her and PCS Star, I would have loved PCS Star to be the one there for Artist of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Because one, she is in, I think she has a nomination in Most Popular Song of the Year.
Yeah, Nyami.
Then she's also in gospel, so she has in total.
Checking Yami in man, girl, we on your spiritual.
I think
I'll wait.
because I know she has. So even there's and my
Let's not
argument
deceive the public.
the masses.
Oh, come.
Oh, I forgot the title, but it should be something. I missed something.
Pacho, B6 eh, they know.
Nyami.
Guys,
Also watch.
Clark.
Is that the way again? I'm saying because of how they've done the category definitions. That's why certain people that I feel like Olive's case, where you feel that because he doesn't necessarily have a solo song of his that is big, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, but bro, how
Number one is
how
performance.
do you
Let me see
nominate
that.
someone for Artist of the Year
Of the
who
year,
doesn't have
oh.
a song, whose song doesn't
So-
appear in Song of the Year?
So
Charlie, difficult
so
to-
if that's the case, then again, Mama Dinah shouldn't be there.
Why?
Why?
She doesn't have a song in Most Popular Song of the Year.
Yes, but she has a
Mama
song in
Dinah,
Gospel Song of
That
the
we
Year.
know.
But that's the thing. Gospel Song of the Year. There's also PCS Star there. But you see,
But you see, by her
You guys, we have
activities,
to wrap up. Oh.
her activities within the gospel industry, which is one of the biggest industries anyway,
but
is
PCS
felt.
Star was also
Yes,
that was
no. So
but you see,
that debate can be between the two of them.
between both of them, because my problem with that is I feel the TGMA does this thing where it's like they have a quota for gospel artists for certain categories, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, it should be the same standards for everybody.
Everybody, because we've seen when gospel songs have crossed over and they were big. Like I said, Bobo. The only problem was the person wasn't.
Let me.
But when Joe Metro crossed over,
Let me, give you insight on that a little. And I've spoken to the gospel people about that until they begin to be intentional to champion a particular cause, we may never have the Bobo, the Cindy Thompson, Irade Kasa, and those kind of things again, because...
But have you also thought about this in the sense that maybe they feel like maybe
they're not working enough.
No, not
they are.
like they're not working enough. Let's not say that. Maybe
Oh,
they
we
feel
can say
like
that.
maybe they feel like I'm not doing this for
They are.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, mommy, see, let me land there. Right now I'm here. I'm here.
Land.
I'm like,
And one of the so.
see, maybe they are not doing it for their awards. Maybe genuinely they are doing it to like
Praise
reach out.
God.
Yes, it's not for their reward is in heaven. Their reward is not.
And
TV.
then
Yemoley
you're
Nana
free
Kojo
the
Mula.
whole.
Gospel artists today and say you want to book them for a show and see if they'll tell their reward is in heaven.
They'll
you
collect
see,
money.
What I was saying is, years before, when you wake up in the morning, before a morning show starts, this show, before my editor will edit and start the show, Obe gospel. That was how our culture used to be before every TV show, every radio show, every content that like you put out that has to start with music. It was more or less like a policy. You have to start with gospel music. You will always start everything with gospel music. They don't. And then sorry, Joy FM and Napa, they are starting with some Stonebwoy song. They are starting with some motivational. No, it's true.
Westlife.
It's changed. And I was telling the gospel people, until you people begin to work on those things, it will be difficult, because that was actually one of the things that was helping, the gospel music to be heard. But today, YFM, you hardly even hear gospel music, because it's fine for me to wake up in the morning or even at dawn, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and I'm listening to some rap song, through music.
Your preference.
Your preference is your phone. Your preference is not TV. Before, TV is they are controlling what you listen to. And so when you wake up at dawn, they are playing some. Every TV you switch to from 4 a.m. to whatever, like 7 a.m. is 6 is gospel. Gospel, unless you turn it off. Now it's not like that. Now 4 a.m. Foresight ball, Nicki Minaj video through music, same thing. And so it's taking away the value or that advantage that gospel artists will have.
Okay, you guys, we need
I feel like you can also play it for yourself.
You
can play.
We need to
you
wrap
can also
up
wake
now.
up the 4 a.m. and then look for Joe Metal and play for yourself.
That is within your control.
That's what I'm saying. That maybe.
I want us to wrap up with this one. Maybe no explanation.
Oh, how?
We're more time for explanation, and you go on and on. Which person are you rooting for in the list? Steez. Black Sherif.
That and run like that.
Yemoley, what about you?
I don't need to mention his name.
Black Sherif.
Of course, yes.
And then
Black Sherif.
Who else?
Oh wow, so everybody Black
Black
Sherif.
You've not
Then
told
me,
us.
Wendy Shay.
Why?
Yeah.
That one.
No explanation. The rules were simple. No explanation. Okay, so we've come to the end of this episode. Let us know who you are rooting for in the comments. We are still targeting to hit 10,000 subscribers. So kindly subscribe, like, and share the video. Bye.